Howdy, everybody. This is your old pal Goofy coming to you from B23.
What are you doing in my room?
Gosh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talking Note, a little mini-series I'm making on the Japanese anime TV show Death Note. Sorry about my friend Goofy. He was just in here chilling out. I don't know. I tell him not to come in my room, but he likes coming in my room and stuff, so it's really annoying. Let's see what happened in this episode. This is episode 16 called Decision. This was a pretty action-packed episode, and it was pretty funny too. Misa loses her memory of the Death Note because she surrenders her Death Note. Let's see. Light says he could be Kira. He basically turns himself into L. He walks into L's headquarters at the hotel, and he says that he could be Kira, and he says he should be confined for a while, unless someone else and see if the killings stop or something like that of the criminals, and so. As Light enters the jail and is in confinement, he is none of the criminals are killed for almost an entire week. But then all of a sudden, Light, before that happens, Light gives up his possession of the Death Note and loses all memory of the Death Note, and he does that by telling L to what's the word? Get rid of it, and lightning bolt comes down when he says get rid of it, and Ryuk goes and gets rid of the Death Note for Light, so he loses all memory of the Death Note. And as that happens, another 12 or 20 criminals are killed, which is really interesting, and that means that Light's basically off the hook because there's no way he could have done the killing, and so with his Death Note. So that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know how the criminals were killed, and I'm sure Light had a plan or something. I was thinking maybe a robot that read in maybe he put a Death Note paper in the printer, and had the printer, he had a program that would print the people's names onto the Death Note as they were killed or something like that. But you have to know the face of the criminal as well, so that one wouldn't pan out really. Like a robotic Death Note person, that would be scary. Let's see. I didn't expect that the father would also turn himself in. That was Neo. He turned himself in, and so he was suffering right along with Light and Misa. And so you got Misa, who has no memory of the Death Note. You got Light, who has no memory of the Death Note. And the father, who wants his son off the hook and has no memory of the Death Note. So that's pretty interesting. It was funny that Ryuk was freaking out over the apples. They had like this really serious scene, and Light was talking to Ryuk, and then at the end of the scene, Ryuk is like, "Boy, I could sure go for some apples." And then it pans away to another scene, and that was kind of funny. It happened twice actually. Also, it was funny that Misa called Al a pervert. That was pretty funny. And I think that wraps it up for this episode. It was very interesting. More main character role. Oh, Al has a more main character role. I wrote that down here. Sorry about that. It sounds confusing. Al takes on more of a main character role in this episode, and he's really funny. Like, he licks donuts. He eats. He's always eating in an episode, and the writers did a really good job of making him an interesting character. So that will do it for this episode of Talking Note. Thank you. Sorry about my friend Goofy. He's just around sometimes. I don't know what to do about him. But yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.